The Provost Office will be hosting the 2016 Winter Symposium in the Smith Ballroom on Wednesday, January 20th. The symposium is a tradition at PSU and an opportunity for faculty and staff to gather, discuss, and take action on a relevant academic topic. This year's symposium is entitled, "What Does It Mean to Be Educated in the 21st Century?" Faculty, staff, community, and student panelists will discuss liberal education and what it means not only at Portland State University, but also regionally and globally. It also provides a venue for faculty to dialogue on some of the curricular issues that our students of color have raised. I'm joined here today by Gina Greco, who's the presiding officer of our Faculty Senate and a professor in French, and Maurice Hamilton, who is a professor of philosophy and the executive director of university studies. So welcome to both of you.
Thank you.
And I want to start just by asking Gina a question. Gina, we've structured the symposium around an idea that you actually suggested in October to the Faculty Senate on a conversation you wanted to have on campus around liberal education. Can you tell me why you proposed that?
Yes, well, you can't open a national publication such as the New York Times or the Washington Post, let alone the Chronicle of Higher Education, without coming across an article that either criticizes the value of university education or defends the value. And since this is such a topic of discussion in our society, I thought that we at Portland State should take advantage of that, talk about what we believe the education should be for our students, and articulate that clearly.
Great. So Maurice, you've been here a couple of months and you agreed to chair the symposium committee. Why?
Well, first of all, I was only here a couple of weeks, and you asked me, and the provost asked you, you're going to do it, right? But no, seriously, I think I've always been an interdisciplinary kind of guy, and I oversee university studies, which is an interdisciplinary integrated general studies program. So what an opportunity for me to be able to, be involved in this kind of discussion. So I was excited, particularly coming off of the strategic planning process and all the work that went into that. I thought this was a wonderful opportunity for me to get the pulse of the campus.
So Gina, you proposed this in October. You thought about it for a number of months before in terms of having a campus conversation. But I'm just curious, you've been very involved in the planning of the symposium, working with a number of other faculty, Maurice, others on campus. Has your thinking changed a little bit from when you first proposed this to the Senate?
It has a bit. I believe I've opened up. I was coming from it from a very French perspective, since I'm a French professor. French republicanism, which has nothing to do with the Republican Party, but with the French Republic, where education is used to prepare a citizen. And I believe that that's an important element of education, preparing students to go on and participate well in their society, vote, etc., in a knowledgeable way. But I realize also that the weakness of the French approach is that to be French, you have to assimilate. And that's not our value in the U.S. And I think that I have learned a lot, and I look forward to learning more.
So Maurice, what do you expect people will learn from the symposium?
Well, I think we all get somewhat caught up in our own biases around what the future holds. And I think it'll be provocative for them to hear other ideas about what will impinge upon the future of higher education in the United States and at Portland State. And I think they'll also learn about what the other members of the community, think about it, because there'll be opportunities during the day to hear from students and co-curricular staff, as well as from faculty and community members. And so I think bringing all the perspectives together with the keynote speaker as well, it'll be intriguing to hear what our community thinks about the future of higher education.
And Gina, the symposium is just an event, and what do you anticipate might happen after the symposium?
After the symposium, the Faculty Senate plans to continue the conversation and eventually create a task force or a working group that will explore the issue but also hold many campus forums so that it's not only the faculty senate who is talking, but we really want to bring the conversation to the whole campus to see what people believe is important for an educated person in the 21st century and how we can respond to that.
So how would you encourage faculty to attend the symposium?
Well, it's very important to attend because the symposium is going to launch the conversation in many ways. And so if you want to have an influence on what the topic of the conversation and the direction of the conversation, it's very important to participate.
Show up.
Show up.
Okay. Maurice, our keynote speaker is Kevin Riley, who's the former president of the University of Wisconsin system. And we all know the kinds of things that have been going on in the state of Wisconsin around higher education. Can you share what you think he will bring to this discussion?
Well, I'm really excited about having Kevin Riley here. I've spoken to him a couple of times on the phone, and not only has he been a longtime leader of one of the great institutions in the United States, the University of Wisconsin system. He's been plugged into what's going on in higher education through AAC&U and other organizations, and he's spoken at their national events as well. So I think we're going to have somebody who really knows what's going on, who's faced political changes, and I think we'll have a lot to offer us.
Great. Well, I want to thank both of you for being part of this blog and also pulling together the symposium and your willingness to do this. And I encourage everyone to attend the symposium. Our curriculum and our student experiences really deserve this kind of collective conversation. Thinking about what it means to be educated in the 21st century is a question that we should ask and we need to address. And the symposium's designed to be the kickoff event for that, as Gina just mentioned. And you'll want to be part of that conversation. So be sure to save the date for the 2016 Winter Symposium on January 20th, 2016. And it will take place in the Smith Ballroom from 8:30 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. And stay tuned for more details regarding the agenda. And again, thank you both for your willingness to talk about this.
Great to be here.
Welcome.